before while I use the bathroom since
Okay.
I've been sitting in there for...
Are you ladies media students, all right? No?
No.
Just Kenesha students.
Yes.
Don't do it.
This is where we shovel the coal in the TV truck.
That's where the important people are.
So, I'm the chief engineer. I kind of like Scotty on the Enterprise if you watch Star Trek.
I'm going to say no.
These guys do all the recording and playback. On this side over here, they have tape machines, so we can don't use
See,
much
like over
anymore.
here, we do
And we
these.
have digital video recorders.
If you look here and we go like this, and we go, oops.
Don't listen to anything.
Jeez, how much?
But yeah, basically what we do here, we have every single camera that's out there shooting going into our machines. We can rewind it while still recording for like a DVR at home. We can rewind it. We can rewind whatever happened on the court. We can replay everything. Get back to the game time.
They can edit pieces together. If you guys ever watch
Somebody
sporting
gets a
event on
three-
TV, they show you the last 3 plays before the commercial. That's what this is.
Somebody hits a three-pointer here, we can cue it right up.
Which is this
Show
at
it.
it?
Slow it
Down
down.
at the bottom, yeah.
We clip off like every single basket that's made, who makes it, what's going on. So throughout the game, the director will be telling us, you know, number 13 is having a good game, so we'll quickly add together a highlight package of number 13.
Try holding the power
Or what
down on the
different,
Panasonic one. Just hold the power button down. On the
They'll
left.
say, you know, number 20 from Manhattan had a big game, so I'll put together like a little front end here with the team name, and then we'll show, here's one three-pointer by him. You know, another three-pointer by him, and we just edit together all the highlights of the show. Put together halftime highlights, we put together...
No, the number's not rolling, so that's... This guy sits over here, he has remote control of the iris, for the brightness of the cameras and the color correction, so he makes all the cameras look good. And all this stuff is the supporting equipment for all the audio and the video and the rest of the truck. This is called a patch field where I can put certain audio and video signals in other places in the truck. When I put what's in all the monitors in the computer here. So when the director says, I want to see this in the spot, I do it from here. Put people's names on the monitors in front, so the director knows. When he does something wrong, he knows what his name is. You can yell at him.
Sue, what the heck's name are you doing?
We'll put together like a 20 or 25 minute highlight clips of today's game, put it onto a tape so that Niagara plays next week, they can have highlights of, hey, they got beat last week, here's a quick recap of the game, and then, you know, so all the stuff gets shipped around. And
we have all the same stuff this studio has, but on VLC going around. Next to him is audio engineer, so he has control of the loudness and the tone and EQ of all the audio sources, and he's also in charge of communications.
Apparently it was not a good idea to turn it off.
just wait.
Just wait. What'd you say?
Nothing was recorded.
Oh, that's not good.
Oopsie daisy doodle.
Try ejecting and put it back in.
Yeah, that's really gonna fry it.
Yeah, we have hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of equipment, and we get stumbled by the $100 piece of equipment.
That's fine.
Every time we do this game, you know, someone from the school comes in, can we get a DVD of the game? So we try
As long as she's got one good one,
I got
she'll
one
make
good
copies.
one, yeah. That one's just not a happy puppy. Hey, well. It's a glamorous business. There's money on the screen.
So,
you won't see it on
so we
this
come to a place like your gym that has no
nights,
television equipment.
weekends.
We set up all this stuff to do it in a couple of hours. We roll the game, pack it all up, put it in the truck to go to the next place, and we turn it around between 10 and 12 hours.
Well, like an hour and a half from now, this truck will be gone on the road for, where are you heading now?
Boston next.
Boston for
And
tomorrow?
some
And
of the bigger-
it was in Boston last night.
And there are some of the high def trucks. Now that there's high def, there's not that many on the road, not as many on the road as there needs to be for sporting events. And those things will go from, you know, Cleveland to Pittsburgh to Buffalo to Boston to Buffalo to New Jersey.
And
These guys drive all night long.
And ESPN will pay up to like $20,000 a day to rent one of these for a game.
You do a game in Atlanta. 3 days later, they fly to San Diego, do a game. The same truck you were just in. But it did things in between. You know, it stops in somewhere to.
glamorous
how the
business
drivers
if you
do.
want to work weekends. And all that
Work
stuff,
weekends and
but-
nights.
But it's fun and it's
one of
different.
them-
It pays well
One of
once
them
you get
didn't locked up
further
for some
into it.
reason, but I think you got
We
one
get
good one.
paid a disgusting
got
amount
one?
of money to travel. You know, when we're traveling. Although you usually only see the inside of a truck, the inside of a hotel, and the inside of the airport.
Right.
The TSA is your best friend, but at the same time, it pays. For me, I'm a mom. I'm a married mom to a teacher. I work weekends and nights. He works 9 to 5 or whatever, whatever his hours are. And
I do the same. My wife's a teacher.
Yeah, and it works. We're like two ships that pass in the night, but I have a great paying part-time job. You know what I mean? Because I work for myself. I don't have to show up to work every day 9 to 5. If somebody calls me about a gig, I can turn it down. It's not a good idea because I don't call you anymore, but, it's you're as good as your last gig, so it's kind of scary. If you screw up, you get, thrown under the bus, and that's it. But short of that,
We
a
work,
lot of dues to
work
pay.
really hard while basketball season's on, and then in between seasons, we don't work
I'm
as
off
much.
all summer. I live here, and I'm
never-
off
I
all
never
summer
suffer.
when we go camping. He's just obsessed with it. He's
It
all
depends
over
on the
place.
sports you do. Like
You do hockey, right?
I do hockey.
I do too.
I do
Yeah.
skiing. I do soccer. I do football. I do baseball in summer.
And I do
a
the
lot
same thing on a research ship in the middle of the Mediterranean in the summertime.
And then I do like
I take a
last
vacation,
couple-
collect unemployment. I do a lot of hockey in the spring, and then I do a lot of football in the fall, and I collect unemployment during the summer. We go camping. Yay!
and I do swimming. That's fun. We play swim.
I would hate
Oh,
that.
wow.
I'm doing beach volleyball this year.
I started. Yeah, I know. And I'm doing
Olympics.
wrestling.
Cool.
This one done?
This one is done. This one is dead.
All right, that's fine. I'll tell him I need the copy back.
You guys all have those little flip cameras. That's right.
Here's the